Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you're a college football fan, or especially if you're a fan of Florida State. Look, now that I've got my celebration, my little reaction video out of the way after they beat Louisville. First off, shout out to the Louisville Cardinals. They played a heck of a game tonight. I know they have a receiver that's out, Higgins or Wiggins. They both rhyme. And he was making plays on Florida State secondary early on. And luckily for Florida State, I hope he's okay. He did not get the stake because he probably would have made more plays. But I hope he gets healthy. Also, a shout out for Jordan Travis, excuse me, and Jared Verse for FSU, two top players. They both went down. But I learned a lot about Florida State tonight. I really did. One, they have a lot of heart. They're very resilient. They're not a quitting team. They fight back. And it really started with the Louisville game that they lost last year at home. They were down 31-6, and they came back and still lost. But the fact that they fight, they play together, they made plays when they needed to at the end. That was big for Florida State, offensively and defensively. Number two, I learned that their offense is a lot better on third down than what it has been in a long time. This was a hostile environment for Florida State to play in. This is a place, Louisville's a place that they either win close or lose big at for some reason. They won close, but think about it, Florida State's been down for so long. Now they're 3-0. They won two back-to-back close games and basically two away games. They say LSU was neutral. Okay. Third, being clutch. Again, being clutch in clutch moments. Florida State's defense had guys knocking the balls away from the receivers near the end of the game. They managed to get some pressure on the quarterback to make him have overthrows or make him do uncomfortable things later in the game. Versus early on, he was running around doing what he wanted against Florida State's defense, but he couldn't do it as much in the second half, minus that one touchdown drive that he had. Three, Florida State's kicking game is not very good. That's going to cost them a few games this year. I hope it's not the Clemson game because I got a certain bet with somebody out there. But that's besides the point. The point is, overall, Florida State has a pretty good football team. They're going to win more than they lose this year. Look, even if they lose a few games, more than I think they should lose or whatnot, it's still good that Florida State's culture is where it's at now versus where it was 2 or 3 years ago before Norvell got there. That's a really big plus. That tells me that Florida State's going to get even better and better for years to come under Mike Norvell. I actually said from December or January, whenever I made my first Mike Norvell video, and I think he's going to do really good things this year. He's going to have a winning season. And when the culture changes, you're going to get other top recruits to come out and go to your team and play for you. So that's a good thing. Do I think Florida State is worthy being at the top 25? That remains to be seen. They still need to not just win these games. They need to, but we'll see what happens. But congrats to Florida State.